Welcome to Move in May. Today's yoga class is all about balance, so just grab your mat and let's get started. We'll begin kneeling and kick the top leg out to the side with your bottom hand, then down onto the mat, hips pressing forward. So we're just gonna open up the body and stretch the top arm overhead to begin and start to feel this nice long stretch and really press down now through your straight leg. We're just gonna start to prep this balance to begin here on a side plank position. So you can always hold from here, but now we're gonna try to press into the straight leg to lift the bottom knee up. So as you start to lift, you'll feel that side plank. And if we can then extend the bottom knee out straight in front of you, the next step up, and then we can even lift. So we're going right into it, lifting up, feel the core. If you can maybe lift and bring it back down, whatever you can do to hold here. We'll squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Then you can tuck your bottom knee under, press open again, a big stretch. Breath in here. We'll exhale, send your hips back to heels. Draw your top leg in, and then we'll switch directions. So other top leg out. Now open up the chest, start to swing your top arm overhead, and then press. Okay, start to put pressure into the straight leg. Now see if you can start to lift the bottom knee. We're gonna bring it forward, and then again, if you can extend the leg straight out, or at any interval, maybe just try to lift the leg. Hold and squeeze for 3, 2, and 1, and then we'll release the knee back down and then open up the body, big stretch. Breath in. All right, then we'll collapse here, bring the knees in. So should have gotten you started with a nice warm up, getting the core fired up. We'll just briefly sit into a child's pose, toes together, knees wide, and then just stretch the arms out in front of you, really long length and reach. So if the heart rate went up slightly, just slow it down with breath here. So everything with balance today, you'll naturally feel a bit wobbly from time to time. Some days better than others. Just embrace that feeling of balance. We want to ground down through our feet or hands, whichever we're balancing on. And then take a gaze at one point on the ground in front of you that doesn't move to help with your balance. So we'll rise up onto all fours. Step your right foot up and outside of your right pinky. So we're going to shift the hips forward into a stretch. Then tuck the back toes under. Again, the hips are pressed forward, tuck the back toes. And now we're going to take the arms up. As you press up, we're going to rise all the way into a lunge. Nice and high here. So you're rising all the way up, sink forward into your front knee. And then you're going to take the torso, lean forward. So we're really pushing through the back foot, stretching the torso forward. And we're going to ground down through the front foot, start to shift your weight forward, and then push into your front leg in order to lift the back leg off the ground. Now we're extending out, fingertips stretching in front of you, left toe stretching behind you. Breathe and hold. Try to press in to the big toe joint of your right foot. And now softly bend your right knee as you step back, returning your left toes down to the mat. Rise the torso up, big inhale. And then we'll exhale, release the hands down inside of your right foot. And then we'll drop the knee and switch positions here. So left foot will come up and forward, outside of left pinky. Shift the hips. All right, tuck the right toes underneath. Start to lift the fingertips off. At the same time you push into the back foot, rise up into your crescent lunge. So firm up through the front leg, front foot. Then we'll exhale, bring the torso forward. Now shift your weight and then push through the front leg to lift your back leg up. Again, just staring right down in front of you. Try to firm up the muscles, kicking your top leg back, lifting through the arms. One more breath in. And then settle into the front knee as you step back with the right toes. Inhale to rise upward. Good, exhale. Release your hands down and we'll come back onto the knees again. So we're on hands and knees now. Then you're going to step the feet back, coming into a plank position. So coming onto the toes, we're going to look at that plank position we started with. So take your right knee in and then kick it across the body and through. We're going to turn and spin on the back foot, open up into that big side plank. And now if you can lift that bottom leg, take a deep breath in. We're going to let it come right back down, rotate, come through. We'll go the other way. So left leg will kick in and out, open up, and then see if you can lift. Good, exhale, release, come through. And then we're just going to push your hips up, find a downward facing dog. So just push through the hands here. Nice big breath. All right, then we're going to come up on the toes and just walk forward, little steps, coming up to the top of your mat. So your feet will come up towards your hands and then just exhale and fold forward. Now, just roll the spine up to standing. So nice curl, rounding of the spine, releasing the tension through the spine as you come up. All right, then from here, we're going to balance on your left foot. So ground down through the left foot. The right knee will start to lift. So push down through the left, lift through the right. Try to keep your hips even, knee at hip joint height. And now we're going to rise the arms overhead. So straight up through the fingers. Good, breathe. So really push down through the left foot. We're gonna start to tip the body forward. Send the right leg back and come into that standing balance that we just did. So you're tipping forward. Find extension through the body. Breathe. Again, looking down the ground right in front of you. Now, as we transition back, keep spotting that spot on the floor. Bring your knee forward now. Rise all the way up to standing. So squeeze the standing glute. Now, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You're going to try to open the knee slightly. And then we'll exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Start to sit your hips back and see if you can sit down as low as you can into this left side. And then hold here, breathe. So just dropping the hips back. Staring at that one spot. Now with your foot on the ground, just try to push through the toe joint. Don't grab with the toes. Otherwise you'll start to feel that tension, that cramp in the foot. But now let's inhale, rise up. We're gonna unwind the leg again. Lift the arms overhead. And just for a quick moment, kick your right leg out and try to extend as far as you can. For 3, 2, 1. Now slowly lower, but we're gonna dive all the way down. Fingertips to the floor, and we're just gonna send your right leg up there to the sky. For a brief moment, just really reach and stretch. Breathe. All right, then exhale. Big release. Right foot meets the left. So just do a big exhale. Soften the knees here. If you want to move the foot and roll it around a little bit that you were standing on. But find your position once again. We'll push down through the feet. Start to roll the body up to standing. Okay, now we get to move on to the left side. So left knee will lift. So again, you're pushing down through the right foot, squeezing the right glute, knee to hip height. And now sweep the arms up overhead, big inhale, reach. All right, slow and steady. Now we start to kick the left leg back, hinge the hips forward, Extend through the whole body, fingertips to toes. There you go. Now rise back up again. Bring the left leg through. Stand up nice and tall. And then we'll go ahead and cross left ankle over right thigh. Hands come down to heart center. And then press the hips back. So sit down into an imaginary chair behind you. That's it, breathe. You know we're almost there. Then we'll rise back up. Unwind the leg, bringing the knee back up to hip height. Bring the arms back overhead. Okay, so just for that brief moment, kick the left leg out. Really try to extend. Squeeze the quadriceps, lift. And then we'll start to swing the leg back, dive forward, release the hands to the ground, and send your left leg up to the sky. And breathe, breathe, breathe. And then exhale, release. All right, if you want to move foot and ankle around, maybe just a little bit of a shimmy with the hips going side to side, but just fold and release the whole body. So breathe here. We're just going to be doing one more bit of standing balance. So we're almost there. So from here then, bring your fingertips in front of you onto the floor. Now just press into the fingertips so you can lift the chest as high as possible. You're going to sweep the right leg up and behind you. So to begin, try to drop your right hip down toward the ground. So we're evening the hips. Now keep dropping, so you're kind of twisting the hips, closing the right hip in toward the left, and then push down through your left leg so you start to twist and open and open and open. So your right hip now is rotating open on the top. We're gonna do that one more time to close the hip. So rotate, close the hip. Okay, now push down to open up. And now as we rotate open through the top hip, we're also gonna release the right hand and see if you can then lift. Right fingertips up to the sky. So you're twisting the right hip open, lifting the right hand. And if you keep staring down to the floor, it's easier for your balance. Good, one more breath. Go ahead and release the right hand down. Release the right foot and give it a little shake. And of course, we're just gonna move to the left side then. So fingertips back to the floor, lift the chest. Now sweep the left leg up behind you. Again, first we're gonna square the hips. So drop the left hip bone down toward the ground. Okay, start to keep closing the hip. So rotate a little bit more. You'll feel a bit of a stretch through your right hip. Now push down through the right leg, twist and open. Top hip, keep rotating as best as you can, opening the hip bone. We'll close it off one more time. Rotate, rotate. Now push, open, stack your left hip as best as you can. Keep rotating, and then we're gonna release the left hand. And try to bring it up to the sky. So you're really working through the bottom leg into the glute. Try to squeeze it to open up a little bit further. And then exhale. Release left hand. Release left foot. Fold. Big exhale. The balance is done. So we're just going to take a little breath in here as we round the spine. Release. And then just a nice, easy step back, coming to the knees. Feet together, send your hips back, extend the arms overhead, and just fold down into a child's pose. A nice little release here at the end, just to find the breath, steadying everything out. Now just take a few deep breaths here. Now, I know usually balance isn't most people's favorite, But it is one of those things, the more you do it, the better it gets. So release, breathe. And if that felt challenging, just be kind to yourself. Could just spend the day, but you never know until you try it again. Sometimes it's just about learning how to do it. All right, with an inhale, then just walk the hands back. Come up to a seat. Let's take a nice breath in here. So stretch the arms out wide, big inhale. Stretch up to the sky, really big length through the spine, and then we'll just seal the hands together with a big exhale. All done with balance. Well done. See you tomorrow.